is me Shadow, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Story from the streets. I'm in beautiful Palos Verdes, and no, I'm not riding. Sometimes life just gets in the way of things. Some depression sets in, and well, you know, it's just you just try to balance out a lot of things in life, and which a lot of people probably don't even understand, dude. It's just a big balancing act. But anyways, I want to share a story that's been on my mind for quite some time, and just want to get it out there, and so on and so forth, just to document it, and you know, just share it and all that good stuff. Anyways, let's get down to it. I'm gonna take you guys back to one of my experiences. Actually, all these stories are pretty much my experience. Anyways, I'm taking you back to the time of when I was in the second grade. Isn't that beautiful? It's nice, man. This is around 1980, 81-ish. And I was in the second grade. And there's a couple of particular classmates. One do I still actually keep in touch. But there's this one that he always sat next to me. Well, actually, that's where we had assigned seats back then. That's how we rolled, you know. You had assigned seats, and the kid that I was sitting next to, that I was assigned a seat next to, never forget his name, man. He was a really, really cool kid. His name is Sean Kirby. And I remember him telling me one time that we got something in common. And I'm like, well, what is it? It was, my middle name is Michael. I usually don't go by, I mean, that's my birth name, Michael, but I go by Mike. But anyways, so yeah, man, this kid, the way I saw this kid, he was like a big brother. He was a little bit older than me, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'll explain how I know that. But anyways, I keep bouncing around from rock to rock. So anyways, I'm trying to get the sunlight on me. So this kid, Sean Kirby, he was like, he always looked out for me, man. I always had people, when growing up, even nowadays, I find myself, somebody's always kind of taking care of me to a degree. But I never forget this kid, man. I remember one time in PE where the coach was, for some reason, man, he was just on me, man. Like, back then I was a real shy, timid kid. And man, and this coach, like, just belittled me in front of the whole class, man, the whole second grade class, and whatnot. And I don't remember what. So it really bothered me, and I noticed that I noticed Sean, that he knew that it bothered me. I think I was even crying, man, after the coach was done having his way, you know, yelling at me and stuff. And then a few days later, when it was time for PE, I was like dreading it, man. I remember I was dreading it. And then Sean would tell me, hey man, I don't even know how he knew this, but he would tell me, hey man, the nice coach is here today. It's not the mean one, so don't worry. I never forgot that, man. He's always looking out for me. You know, even at that, I don't even know how old I was. Well, you can imagine I'm second grade. So, and then there was another time where we had to show the class what we wanted to be when we grew up. And these are things that doesn't even happen in school nowadays. I just know they don't. So here's that story. Well, we all had magazines that we had to look through, and then within the pages in the magazine, we had to find out, we had to see what interests us, you know, to give like an example of what we wanted to do when we grew up. And man, I was having the darndest time. I was going through the magazine. I'm like, man, I don't really see anything. I don't see anything in here that I'm interested in. Boy, that's just a reflection of life now, of my life. And he would, and Sean would help me go through the pages, and he goes, well, how about this? And it was a picture of a mechanic. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that seems pretty cool. Or how about this? It was a picture of a clown. So isn't that ironic enough? I mean, I'm kind of into bike mechanics, and I love clowns. And I always, from time to time, I'll put on a clown nose and whatnot, and start acting goofy, like you know, do little clown tricks. So isn't that a strange reflection of art imitating life, life imitating art, or something? And it's all because of Sean Michael Kirby. And I was thinking about this kid. I had this image of him in my mind, how I remember how he looks back then. And I decided that I wanted to try to locate this guy, man, and kind of refresh his memory of the second grade years of 1981. Oh, and let me tell you something else. I had a baseball trophy from Little League, and a few of the classmates signed it, and Sean signed it, which is pretty darn cool, man. You know, I still have that trophy too, and I have all those signatures because it's written. The signatures is underneath the little granite piece that holds the little ball player up. So yeah, man, that's a cool little piece of history that I have, remembering second grade and Sean. So anyways, I decided that I wanted to locate Sean Michael Kirby. And here's the part that really, you know, kind of bothers me. I found a picture of Sean, and it looks just like resembles the kid that I used to know back in second grade. But it was an obituary photo, and it says Sean Michael Kirby of Tampa, Florida. Apparently Sean is passed away. Apparently, if I remember correctly, I think it was back in 2007. That was a long time ago. And the picture that's on the obituary, a little heavy set guy, but it looks like if you eliminated the weight from his face, I'm 100% sure that it's him. Sean Michael Kirby made like an impact in my life, even at that age. He was like a really good big brotherly type. And I found out that, yeah, he is slightly older. I forget his birth date, but of course I compared it to mine, and he is slightly older, just by a few months. And so I can't, I just want to leave it be, because I could contact some fitness, but I'm not even going to go through that effort, man. I have my memories of Sean and how good of a person he was to me, even back then, even as a kid. Sean Michael Kirby, I miss you and I love you. And that's my story from the streets. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it. Well, stay tuned for another episode of A Story from the Streets. Yeah.